Happy Friday! Today is May 22nd and we made it to our 45th day of distance learning and the end of our 9th week. We're doing great! Now on Monday I sent a letter out to Miss O, so today I'm wearing my Mabel Payne shirt in honor of Miss Doe, or Miss O, Miss Doe and Miss O, but really Miss O, who teaches at Mabel Payne. So you guys, if you have them, should be wearing your school spirit shirts on Friday, just like you do when you go to school. Now in our backwards alphabet day, today is nursery rhyme day. I hope you've been practicing your nursery rhymes. I've been practicing mine, but right now, let's get some learning done. Well, it is time for us to practice our letter N. Remember, that's a review for you. These are all review letters that we've already done. So for the letter N, I'm going to start at my smiley face and make a line straight down and lift my pen. Then I'm going to go back up and do a diagonal. Do not lift my pen, go straight up. So one more time, that's down, lift, diagonal, up. Down, lift, diagonal, up. And you get a good flow going. Diagonal, up. Try to keep your two straight lines parallel, which means that they're equal distance from each other and they're not crooked or like that. You want to keep them straight up and down, diagonal, straight up and down. And you want to keep it in like a rectangle, like the chalkboards that we practice on. Down, diagonal, up. Down, lift your pen, diagonal, up. So I wonder how many I have here. Quick estimation, since I forgot to do estimation with calendar yesterday. Do you think we have less than 9, about 9, or more than 9? I'm thinking we're pretty close to 9. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. While we're definitely close to 9, we haven't made it to 9 yet. So I'm going to put in a couple more. Down, lift my pencil, diagonal, straight up. Down, lift my pencil, diagonal, straight up. And that's number 8 and 9. I'm done with my 9 capital N's. Now for my lowercase n, it's just like an R. Remember we practiced R's not too long ago, I think? And it's going to go all the way over. Oh yeah, that's right. We already did N's as a group here online. N was one of our letters of the week for distance learning. So down, straight up like you're driving off a diving board and all the way down. Down, straight up, curve like you're driving off a diving board and all the way down. Down, straight up like you're curving off a diving board and all the way down. Down, straight up, curve like you're diving off a diving board and all the way down. That's a lot to say. Curve and all the way down. Straight down, curve and all the way down. Straight down, curve and all the way down. Wow, we did pretty good there. But I'm going to keep going because I know I don't have enough. So here is a few more. Now looking at this, we'll make another estimation. Do you think I have too little, just the right amount, or too many? I'm thinking I have just the right amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, my estimation was close because I said we had just enough, so that would have been 9. But we have one more, we have 10. All right, so now it is time for us to say our nursery rhymes. I hope you're able to record it and show your teacher. That would be really cool. I know your teachers would be proud of you if you did. Now mine, it works perfect for Miss Mary. It's Mary, Mary, quite contrary. And it's about a little girl in her garden. And you guys have seen me out in the garden lately. And by the way, I have to remember to show you our squash plants and our tomato plants because they're getting really big. So here is I want to open up my internet because I have some pictures too. Let me go back. I want to show you some flowers from my nursery rhyme before I say it. So in the nursery rhyme, there's flowers called silver bells. And you can see these look just like little tiny silver bells on a string. And then there are flowers called cockle shells. And I wanted to show you these because I thought they were so pretty. These are cockle shell flowers. And then in my nursery rhyme, it says there are pretty little maids all in a row. Well, guys, I thought pretty little maids meant little people. because you can call a lady a maid if she's young. So I looked up little maid flowers, and guess what? There are little maid flowers. And they even look like little tiny people wearing fancy white fluffy hats. So I thought that was a pretty cool flower. I didn't even know it existed. Here is my nursery rhyme. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty little maids all in a row. I think I may have to plant some new flowers in my garden. That would be cool to have Mary's garden. Practice your nursery rhymes, and I hope you're able to say them for your teacher. So here we are at calendar, and before we begin calendar, I wanted you to notice that we're getting near the end of the calendar, and if you look all around the calendar, you'll start to see that it's getting pretty cluttered in here. Cluttered with good stuff. We have our flag from Patriotic Day, we have our lobster and Nemo from yesterday, the V from Veggie Day, our seashells, our Mo Willems art, our turtle art from when we studied sea turtles, and even one of our alphabet drawings where we drew a picture with our alphabet. I've been adding all of our artwork in here, and when we start a new month in June, I'm going to take all of the artwork down so we can add new artwork. So I just thought it looked pretty cool over here with all of our artwork in, but now let's begin. We have the month of, come on, you gotta tell me. That's right, the month of May. Wow, that's our second to last month of school. We're almost done with school. And you remember the rest of them. Let's see if I can do Macarena today. You guys ready? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Then you turn around. I think I finally got it. I hope you're practicing too. And our days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Snap, snap. All right, so we are on pattern, and you guys are just so sharp when it comes to the pattern that I bet in the time it takes me to get the day ready, you will already know what it is. So let me put the day right here. Do you know what the pattern's going to be? I see we just started over again with a new daisy. So what comes after daisy? If you said tulip, you're right. And if you looked at the diagonal, you'll also see that you're right. Come on, Super Preppies, let's count. That's a lot of counting. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Congratulations, Super Preppies. Now, if we've already counted, let's see what today is. I'm going to stick my little today hat on the number 22, and I'm going to go straight up and see that today is the only letter of the week that begins with F. Today is Friday. Now I'm going to take my yesterday, and we know yesterday goes behind. It's the one that already happened. And I'm going to put my little hat on yesterday. And I'm going to take my finger straight up and see that it's touching the TH that is together. So yesterday was Thursday. And tomorrow you know we put on the day that hasn't happened yet. So I'm going to go over here. Tomorrow, and I'm going to go straight up, and I see tomorrow is going to be S. There's 2 days of the week that begin with S. So let's look at what's next to it. Sat. Saturday. Tomorrow will be Saturday. So let's look at this again. Today is Friday. Yay! Yesterday was Thursday, and tomorrow will be Saturday, which means we get to check out the weather. Ooh, I might even be able to get to use a new card today. If you look at our flag, you'll see something. What's our flag doing? Aha! Alrighty, let's come inside. Our choices are cloudy, rainy, sunny, partly cloudy, windy, and snowy. I think we can use 2 today. What do you think? Well, if I had to choose, I would go with it's definitely sunny, and since my flag is moving, it's windy. Today is sunny and windy. That must mean it's time for a story, and I got a great story today. Today's book is Skippy John Jones and the Big Bones. I love Skippy John Jones. So let's get started. Skippy John Jones was crazy about digging in Mrs. Dolly Doohiggy's garden. There he is. Because that's where Mrs. Dolly Doohiggy's dog Darwin buried all of his bones, and nobody messed with Darwin. 2 yards away, Mama Junebug Jones was hanging wash when her kitty boy blew through the sheets like a muddy wind. "Hey, Pickle Pants!" hollered Mama. "Don't run with your mouth full." But Pickle Pants had only one thing on his mind. Dinosaurs. "I'm going to be a famous paleontologist," whispered Skippy John Jones, arriving in his room. Then he popped a pickle in his puss. He slapped some glue over his newfound bone and stuck it onto his model. "And you are my Skippysaurus," he added out loud. "Skippysaurus!" declared Mama Junebug Jones, coming into the room. "Those bones belong to Darwin. You'd better take them back. For your prehistoric fossil is that snoozing dog's snack. And do it now," ordered Mama, "before he wakes up." But the kitty boy had no intention of returning Darwin's bones before he bounced on his big boy bed. First he pounced and wiggled. Then he bounced and giggled. All the way up to the ceiling he chanted, "Oh, I'm Skippy John Jones, and I bounce on my bed 'cause I love to eat pickles that tickle my head." And then he flung himself over to the mirror for a head check. He looks a little bit like my Chihuahua, even though he's a cat. "Holy hairballs!" exclaimed Skippy John Jones, pulling out his tape measure. "That's one huge cabeza." Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he added, "My ears are too big for my head, and my head won't fit into my bed. I know I'm not a Siamese cat. I'm a Chihuahua." And quicker than you can say chunky chihuahuas and ice cream, Kitty Boy picked up his cape and pulled on his mask, then began to sing in a muy soft voice. "Oh, my name is Skippito Frisquito, and I hunt for the dinosaurito with gigantico ears that have been buried for years under layers of sedimentito." Silly Skippy John. At the same time, the kitty boy's sisters, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Jillyboo Jones, were in Mrs. Doohiggy's yard watching Darwin sleep. "This is fun," said Jezebel. "Lots of fun," agreed Jillyboo. "The mostest fun," added Jujubee. But Skippy John wasn't thinking Darwin. He was thinking dinosaurs, and he knew where to find them, deep within his closets. "That's because they're fasalitos," said Skippito. "Fasalitos schmasalitos," declared Poquito Tito, the smallest of the small ones. "We want to see los dinosaurios with our own ojos," he said, pointing to his eyes. "Por qué?" asked Skippito. "Because, Babosito," said Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones, "we hear they're really, really big, dude." This news made the Chihuahuas go insano around the rim of the volcano, singing, "Ding-a-ling, ding-a-long, ding-a-lito, you're such a silly Skippito." You know what dogs think. If it's good, it must stink. Plus, it's good for the old snifferito. But right in the middle of their romp, Mount Ichigitchigumba blew its top, tossing the doggies right on their rumpitos. But a bump on the rump would become the least of their worries, because boom, 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 the earth began to tremble and shake. Terremoto! Shouted Poquito Tito, the panic-stricken. It is not an earthquakeito, said Skipito, peeking through the bushes. It's a T-Mexequito! Uh-oh. And he wasn't the only dinosaurio. There were big ones and small ones, feathered ones and bald ones. Some were spiky and frilled with a look that could kill. And they were all doing the very same thing. They were dancing. Dancing dinosaurios. Ay caramba, it's the ramba! Cheered the chimichangos. And before Skipito could warn them, the rascalitos had shimmied and shook their way into the dance line. This is loco, wailed Skipito. You will be crushed like crispitos beneath the dinitos toritos. Oh my goodness, I must say that one again, I messed it up. This is loco, wailed Skipito. You will be crushed like crispitos beneath the dinos toritos. But the papitos did not hear. They were too busy singing. Itchy-kitchy-gamba, dinos do the rumba with jumbo jaws and giant claws, with horns and beaks and scaly peaks. Itchy-kitchy-gamba, chimichangos do the rumba with great big hearts and tiny parts, with knobby knees and lots of fleas. Itchy-kitchy-gamba. Oh my goodness. Oh! But something had to be done to save them. And quicker than you can say Pachycephalosaurus, Skipito let out a big Jurassic bark. Ruff! Holy halitosis, roared the Team Mexaquito. I smell the pickle breath of a Skiposauricito. I am not a Skiposaurus, declared Skipito, whipping off his mask. I'm a Chihuahua. Now the pillow-fighting, ankle-biting, pickle-dripping, dino-tripping Chihuahua they call El Skipito Fresquito, the great sword fighter? No, shrieked the Team Mexaquito. Oh, see, that is me, said Skipito with a bow. Then quicker than you can say Don Diego's dominoes, every dinosaurio stopped, dropped, and rolled far away. Where's the fuego, dudes? Asked Poquito Tito. There's no fire, said Skipito. They're just going extinto. Muy bien, Skipito. We love the stinkito, agreed the Chihuahuas, and they tossed him into the air. Diggery, diggeroo, diggerito. We learned something new from Skipito. He scares them to death with his old pickle breath, and that's how we get fasalitos. Then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom! The earth began to tremble and shake. Every head popped up and sniffed. ¿Dinosaurios? Whispered the perritos. No, said Skipito. They are extinto. Sí, said the Chihuahuas. Es muy stinquito. But it wasn't the dinosaurios that smelled. It was Darwin, and he was knocking on Skippy's closet door. Then click, the door opened, and out tumbled the kitty boy on an avalanche of old doggy bones. The next thing he knew, the kitty boy was waking up on the couch. What happened? Asked Skippy John. Don't you remember, Sugarbeet? Asked Mama Junebug Jones. You decided to return Darwin's dog bones. All of them? Asked Skippy. That's right, Dumplin', said Mama proudly. That very same night, the kitty boy found Mr. Perfect still sitting in the corner, all covered in bones. My Skippy-saurus, he whispered. Then he dragged the cat over to his big boy bed for a good night bounce. Oh, I'm Skippy John Jones, and I'm not a dog fighter, but I still have some bones, 'cause I'm the decider. And then he decided to go to sleep. Okay, it's time for some math. Now, I could write my 9s here or even here if I wanted to, because there's plenty of space. But since I have plenty of lines down below, I'm just going to skip these and start fresh on a new line. So, around like the letter C, up and then down. Around like the letter C, up and then down. Around like the letter C, up and then down. Making sure, of course, and I did a pretty good job up here, but making sure you have enough space between your numbers that they're not too squished. Around like the letter C, up and down. Around, up and down. You really don't want them touching. You want to spread them out. Around, up and down. Around, up and down. Around, up and down. Around, up and down. Now, looking at this, we'll do a quick estimation. Do you think I have too little, just the right amount, or too many? I'm going to say too many. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got it right this time. I have 1 too many. Good estimations are usually close. They're usually not spot on, but this time I guessed right. All right, so now for today, in addition to writing the number 9, we have some word problems to do. Miss Doe in the weekly happenings has given us some really good word problems to work on. This first one says, 2 dolphins jumped through a hoop. 3 dolphins jumped in the air. How many dolphins jumped all together? Well, I have a picture where there's a pool full of dolphins, and I just need to draw them. Here's the hoop, so I'm going to draw 1 dolphin coming through, and my dolphins may look silly. I apologize. 1 dolphin going through the hoop and 1 dolphin just coming out of the hoop. Maybe I'll draw this one better. Oh yeah, he already looks much better. So I have 1, 2 going through the hoop. And I have 3 dolphins that jumped in the air. So I will do 1 dolphin like this. There's 1 in the air. I'll do another dolphin. I'm getting somewhat better with my dolphins drawings every time I draw one. So there's 1 in the air, there's 2 in the air. Okay, maybe I'm not getting better. Oh well. As long as my picture somewhat looks like a dolphin, I'm happy. So I have 2 that jumped through the hoop and 3 that jumped through the air. The question is, how many dolphins jumped all together? Can you guys count all of those dolphins and tell me the answer? Ooh. Well, I'm going to put the answer really big on the paper. And let's see if you got the same answer I did. I'm going to count really quickly. Did you get 5? That's how many I got. Now when you're answering a word problem, it's always important to tell what you were counting. So the answer is 5, but the correct answer is 5 dolphins. You should be able to say that that's what you were counting. Well, let's see. She gave us another word problem to do. In this one, it says, let me grab something. Okay. In this one, it says, there are 6 blue fish and 3 red fish. How many total fish are there? I got this. I need to draw 6 blue fish. I'm just going to do my simple fishes. I need 6 of them. I wonder if I have, no I don't, I need 1 more. And let's count them to make sure I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there were 6 blue fish and 3 red fish. So let me get my red fish in. Okay, and let me count those to make sure I got 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the question is, how many total fish are there? So you have to count the red and the blue. So let's see if you can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you know the answer? I'm going to put it right here really big. First I'm going to write fish. Because remember, that's what we're counting. We're not counting pizzas or aliens or shoelaces. We're counting fish. So the answer is... Did you get the same answer I did? Oh, I hope so. Now, this last problem we have to do, another word problem. So we have 4 boys and 4 girls went to the beach. Oh, maybe they went yesterday for Ocean Day. How many kids went to the beach? Well, I'm going to draw super simple stick figures. I don't want to spend too much time. Here's my 4 boys. Sorry, boys. No smiles, no eyes, no noses, no nothing. And here's my 4 girls. No smiles for the girls either, just hair, so I know that they're girls versus boys. So let's count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 boys, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 girls. So my picture is correct. The question says, how many kids went to the beach? How many what? How many pizzas? How many shoestrings? No, how many kids? So I'm going to put kids right there because that's my answer. That's my label for my answer. But now I need to come up with an answer. How many kids went to the beach? Well, you're going to have to count all the way across. I'm going to count silently to myself. I think I know the answer. If you think you know the answer too, check with me. Did you get 8 kids? That's what I got. Oh my gosh. Word problems for kindergartners and first graders seem to be hard. I don't know why. We know we can do it. For me, it helps if I draw a really quick picture. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, we know that doesn't really look like a dolphin. That's okay. It doesn't have to be detailed. There's no eyes, there's no fins. I just drew a quick fish. There's no eyes, nose, mouth, or even hair for the poor boys. Just a quick picture will help you with word problems. You'll learn more about that when you go to kindergarten. That's coming up real soon. But for now, let's go outside and get some exercise. Well, we're outside in the fresh air, and since it's Friday, I thought we'd do a little moving. We're going to do a simple relay race. If you still have the bean bags that we used for picnic day, I have mine, and they're at the end of my relay race. We're going to start here at my little hole-in-one for golf practice, and we're going to use my flamingos. My neighbors flocked my front yard with some really cool flamingos. They're all butterflies and flowers for spring, but we're going to use them as part of the obstacle course. I'm going to walk through the obstacle course and show you what we're going to do. It's really just cones, like you can use stuffed animals or cones or anything. So here we go. You're going to start at the start. You're going to go around. Watch out, dog. You're going to go around each one. Try not to knock them down. And when you get all the way to the end, you'll see my 3 bean bags. I'm going to grab one and run straight back. I don't need to go through the flamingos again. Here I go. Once I get back to the start, then I'm going to do it all over again. And I'm going to weave, grab a beanbag, and come back. Weave, grab a beanbag, and come back. You can do this on your own just for fun, or you can set up 2 parallel courses for you and someone in your family to race with you. So, on your mark, get set, go. Grab a beanbag and run as fast as I can back. Watch out, dogs. And one more time, and then I'm done. Grab my beanbag and run back as fast as I can. Woohoo! Do this relay race over and over. Do it with different people. Do it for time. See if you can beat your last time. Have fun. Put anything out in your yard that you can weave around and just get your wiggles out. Now, There's one more thing that we do for every video. I'm hoping you send a copy of you saying your nursery rhyme to your teacher. And after you've done with that, I suggest you check out this page. It's called allnurseryrhymes.com. What's nice about this page is that it has dozens of different nursery rhymes, maybe even the one that you did. And it has the lyrics for each one and a video for each one. So you can watch your nursery rhymes. There's cool little cartoons for each one. Check out yours and check out others and have a good time on this website. Also, I want to say have a good weekend. There is no school on Monday, so there'll be no video Monday. You can have a good time just with your family. The reason why we don't have school on Monday is that it's Memorial Day. Memorial Day is a holiday where we remember people in our country that have defended our country and protected our country and have passed away. So, take a moment to remember people in your family that have done good for our country, that maybe were in the military and defended our country. And I'll see you guys all on Tuesday. Bye for now.